Just give me a second. We are just checking broadcast. Yeah. So then after Sutapa, we have Subodhini, and then we have Aruni Mataji joining us. And then let's see here. Who else joined us just now? Let's see.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji joined us. Fantastic. This is good. It's a good turnover in the month of Kartik. So we have Subodhini, Aruni Mataji, and we have Yugal. Okay, anybody? So Surekha, Varshana, Garima, Sutapa, Subodhini, Aruni, and Yugal in the order of appearance in this class. Anybody that I missed, please speak up now. Okay, looks like we are good. We have got good coverage there as far as this goes. Asya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So we are going to do a very interesting verse today. And all of you know it's a very important verse also. It's in almost the middle of chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, from where we are reading the favorite shlokas or most often quoted shlokas of Srila Prabhupada. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so that you can see that. This is verse number 2.40, 2.40 here. And now let's see. I'm just trying to increase it and make it a little bit bigger. Who joined us just now? Suruchi. Okay. Suruchi, well, that's good. Sulekha is the first to join and you are the last today. So just on a lighter tone.
It balanced out.
Balance. We are padded by the two sisters. Thank you for all your efforts. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Sutapa, can you read this? Is it visible properly? I'm showing this at a 200%.
Yes, Mataji, yes. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, good. No problem at all. So this is in chapter number 2 of Bhagavad Gita, when Kṛṣṇa has talked a lot about Sankhya Yoga. Now he's taking the tilt towards Buddhi Yoga or Bhakti Yoga, and it starts from 2.40. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam asya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam asya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam asya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. And who joined us just now?
I joined you.
Okay, I is Madhav Sangini. Okay. So then going into the synonyms, na, there, iha, in this yoga. And so he has been talking about Sankhya Yoga before, but now he's moving into Buddhi Yoga. And so when it says in this yoga, it means Buddhi Yoga. So na and iha, they get combined. So the a and the I here will get combined. So the a and I become a. So that's why neha. So na iha becomes neha. Okay. And then abhikrama, in endeavoring. Right? So you're doing that again and again, endeavoring. You're doing following the steps. So abhikrama. So then the A from here and the A from this one. So from iha and abhikrama, small a, or a soft A and a soft A, it becomes a hard A over here, right? So abhikrama, nāśaḥ. Nāśaḥ means loss. That word we know, nash, right? Like that. So nāśaḥ, and then asti, there is. So aha and a become o. So na sho sti. So this could be a tongue twister here. I'll just put that over within parentheses here. And then this asti, so na sho sti, the a gets also dropped. So you don't have to say na sho asti. You have to say na sho sti. So keep that in mind when you're pronouncing this. Pratyavāyaḥ. Pratyavāyaḥ is diminution. That is decreasing. Pratyavāyaḥ, diminution. Na, never. So again, a and diminution. Aha, pratyavāyaḥ. Aha and na, it becomes pratyavāyo. Na vidyate. There is. So there is no diminution in this yoga. Su-alpam, a little. And su, when you add a su, it becomes an intensifier for a word. So alpam means small. And when you say su-alpam, it's actually very small, very little, not even a little, like that. So api, although, asya, of this, dharmasya, occupation, trāyate, releases. And trāyate releases like a mantra. So that trāyate is there in mantra also. Where it's the mantra, what does it do? It releases your mind from the Hare Krishna mantra, releases your mind from material inclinations. So trāyate is to deliver or release you. Mahataḥ, from very great. So mahataḥ and bhayāt, danger. So trāyata, mahato, but aha becomes o, bhayāt means danger. So he's saying in this endeavor, so in this endeavor basically means that when you're pursuing devotional service as against Sankhya Yoga, in this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution and a little advancement. What is little in Sanskrit in this verse?
Su-alpam.
Su-alpam, correct, for 500 points. And a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. And in the Purport, Prabhupada will explain most dangerous type of fear. And sometimes we always think that the most dangerous type of fear is the fear of death, right? But that is not what the Bhagavad Gita is proposing, that fear of death is the most biggest fear, and or fear of death is the biggest fear that we should have, right? Because fear of death of others was something that Arjuna was afraid of, right? In chapter number 1, and Kṛṣṇa is taking him through this chapter number 2, telling him all about the soul and saying that soul never perishes, never wetted, and you always lived and you live forever. He's telling them all that. So after telling him all that, one should not be afraid of death, right? And should not be putting fear of death as the topmost fear. Actually, do you know what is, when there was a, and I think I had mentioned that again earlier also, that there was a survey conducted in USA some, decades ago. And they were asked to rate the fear, topmost fear. And do you know what was the topmost fear in that survey? It was not fear of death. It was fear of public speaking. Can you believe that? So anyway, so here in this particular verse, we're saying the most dangerous type of fear is the fear of falling into a lower species of life. So you have got a human body, and if in our next birth, we should continue to have a new human body, right? If you go back to Golok Vrindavan, that's fine. But you are continuing on in the material world, then better to have a human body, because in the human body, you'll be able to do devotional service easily. Like that. So that is the most dangerous fear from the angle of the Shastras there. So breaking it down, nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam asya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt Yeah. Okay. So, what is the meaning of pratyavāyaḥ? Pratyavāyaḥ?
Diminution.
Diminution. Okay. And then what is, when somebody is endeavoring, what is the word you will use?
Abhikrama.
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 Correct. And what is that word they have used for occupation here?
Dharmasya.
Dharmasya. Okay. And then what is with meaning of vidyate?
Never, there is.
There is. Okay. And then what is the Sanskrit for great?
Mahataḥ.
Mahataḥ.
Mahataḥ. Trāyate, mahataḥ means great. The greatest fear is the fear of, what's the greatest fear?
Death.
Death.
Bhayāt. Danger. It doesn't say.
Okay, after the whole discourse that I gave, are you still saying that the greatest fear is fear of death?
No, Mataji.
Fear in
To
falling into lower
down
species.
to lower species.
Class dismissed. Okay, who goes in first? Sulekha Mataji. Give us the full.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo vidyate sv-alpam apayasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt
Mahato.
bhayāt.
Bhayāt. Yeah, look at the top, right? Wherever there's a small word, you can pronounce from here. And of course, I had warned that the first one, this is a tongue twister. Nāśosti, and not nāśosh. We'll have a tendency to say shosh, but it's not shosh.
nāśosti.
Nāśo, it is a naha asti, right? That is nāśaḥ, sorry, from the nāśo, asti, asti. Pratyavāyo na vidyate. Sv-alpam. So you can all pronounce sv-alpam. Everybody say sv-alpam.
Sv-alpam.
Apya. Say apya.
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 Yeah. And they say asya.
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 Say apya.
Apya.
Say asya.
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 Apya.
Apya.
Asya.
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 Now say both of them together. Apyasya.
Apya.
Apyasya.
Apyasya.
Apyasya. Right? Say dharmasya.
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 Trāyate.
Trāyate.
Nehābhikrama.
Nehābhikrama.
Nāśo.
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 Sti.
Sti.
Nāśo.
Nāśo.
Sti.
Sti.
Nāśo. Sti.
When I say nāśo, just say nāśo.
Nāśo.
There is a in the first in the very first of verse of nectar of instruction, Updeshamita. What anybody remember? What does the first verse say?
Nāśochati na kaṅkshi. No.
First verse?
No.
Okay. The first verse says, and you will laugh at this, Varshana Mataji. The first verse starts with Vacho Vegam. Vacho Vegam is the force to speak. So I said, what is the first verse? And immediately Varshana Mataji quoted from something else, which was not even the first verse. And it is very natural. That's how the mind works, right? So nāśo. So when I say nāśo, and I'm saying pronounce after me, and I say nāśo, and you say nāśosti. That's the mode of the tongue. So all that we read in the Bhagavad Gita, you see that is being implemented, and you see that practically happening in our lives. Okay, so it's very important to hear, and that's why Kṛṣṇa in Bhagavad Gita 7.1 is a chapter that we are reading these days on Fridays, right? Is Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Sakta Manapasta Yoga Yungjam Madashraya Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yatha Gyasasi Tat Shrunu. Shrunu means
Try to
Try
hear.
to hear.
Yes. So Krishna also knows that we don't hear. So he's telling Arjuna, try to hear, Arjuna. Because you have spoken for whole chapter 1. Now try to hear. So hearing is a difficult thing for us because of the vachu vegam. The urge to speak is there, right? Okay. So again, going now next to Varshana Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Nehābhikrama-nāśo
Shya,
Shoshati.
Shya, Shosti.
Nāśosti.
Yeah, correct.
Para
Para,
pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam asya dharmasya
why are you saying A?
apasya
Apyasya, yeah, and not apyasye, not apyasye,
Apasya.
dharmasye, yeah,
apasya dharmasya
not apasya. Okay,
apasya
apya.
apyasya
See,
apyasya
I want to distinguish between these two, right? Apasya, you're saying apasya, right? Not apasya.
apyasya.
Yeah, apyasya. Pyali, right? You say pyali, you can say pyali,
Pyali.
right? Pyali. So similarly, you can say
Apyasya.
pyasya. Yeah, like that. Okay?
Apyasya
Correct.
dharmasya
Correct.
trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Bhayāt. Correct. Now, yeah, you should go that slow to catch these. Okay. Who's next? Garima.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo vidyate su-alpam asya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Bhayāt, right? Yeah, good. On the third line, you said sv-alpam, right? So there is no A here to say swa,
Okay.
right? You pronounce it together. Say that.
Sv-alpam.
Yeah, svalpam is the easy one. Everybody say svalpam.
Swalpam.
Alpam.
Svalpam. Okay, good. Let's go to Sutapamaji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Bhayāt.
Yes.
Say bhayāt.
Bhayāt.
Bhayāt. Yeah, give it full blow, right? Okay, and then here also
Pratyavāyo.
yes, and not pratyavāyo. Pratyavāyo. Say again. Pratyavāyo.
Pratyavāyo.
Vayo. Pratya. Soft A there.
Yeah.
Pratyavāyo.
Pratyavāyo.
Right. And then here I will give it to you. Yeah, sa versus sha. That will always be a something that you need to handle. So I'm ignoring that. Subodhini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Nehābhikrama-nāśo asti.
Nāśosti.
Nāśosti.
Yeah, one of the things that I said in the beginning of the class is we're not going to say nāśo asti. We are going to say nāśosti. Okay? Try again from the beginning.
Nehābhikrama-nāśosti. Pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam api asya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Okay, let's look at line number 3 again here. How did you pronounce this? How did you pronounce this just now together as a class?
Sv-alpam.
Did we say swa-alpam? What did we say? Can anybody tell me what did we say? How did we pronounce this word?
Swalpam.
Swalpam.
Swalpam. Say that, Subodhini Mataji.
Swalpam.
Yes, you got it now, right? And then how do we handle these two words?
Api asya.
Yes, yeah.
Hmm? Api, is it api?
Apyasya.
Yes, you got it now.
Apyasya.
Apyasya. Right?
Apyasya dharmasya.
Dharmasya, correct. Right?
Trāyato mahato bhayāt.
Trāyate.
Trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Mahato bhayāt. Okay, good. Now let's go to the next. Mataji, Aruni.
nehābhikrama-nāśo asti.
Okay, one thing, just hold on, one thing. I'll notice most of you do that. It is not neha b. It is neha bhi. There's a bh here, right? So nehābhikrama. Yeah, start from again.
nehābhikrama-nāśo asti.
Bhi. Say bhikrama. Bha.
Huh?
Bhalu. You say bhalu?
Bhalu.
Bhalu. Correct. That bha is here. nehābhikrama-nāśo asti.
nehābhikrama-nāśo asti. pratyavāyo na vidyate. sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya. trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Yeah, dharmasya and not dharmasya. There's a little e I saw over here. Yeah, dharmasya. Correct. Everybody say dharmasya.
Dharmasya.
Dharmasya. I heard a again. Everybody say dharmasya.
Dharmasya.
Yeah, dharmasya. Okay, good. Then Yugal Mataji. I don't know if she can speak this time. Can
Hello,
you?
Mataji.
Okay, good. Hello.
Hello.
Can you recite it?
Yeah, one
Okay,
second.
go ahead.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam-apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Okay, can you go a little slowly? You went very fast. Slowly, looking at each syllable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ne nehābhikrama-nāśo asti
Nāśosti, nāśosti, right? We have been telling in this line, everybody, to combine these two and not to say the word asti. Okay. Now, everybody say, repeat this sentence. I'm not going to say asti for the remaining part of the class.
Not going to say asti.
I'm going to say
nehābhikrama-nāśo.
For the remaining part of the class.
for the remaining
For the
part
remaining
of the
part of the
class.
class.
Okay. If I do that, then I will pay fine.
If I'll do that, I'll pay fine.
Okay, good. Now start again from the beginning. You're gonna go slowly. Yeah, this is your beginning times. You go slowly. Okay.
nehābhikrama-nāśo asti pratyavāyo na vidyate.
You're going. You'll get a speeding ticket.
Okay.
Slow. Yeah. Nehābhikrama.
Okay.
Again.
Okay. nehābhikrama-nāśo asti pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Now, when others are reading, what I want you to do, Zugal, because it's your first beginning few classes, right? When others are reading, let them read whichever way we are reading, but you hear what they're saying, okay? And then you focus on the top part of the verse, not on the bottom, okay? You focus on the top part, and then for every syllable, right? This is a syllable, which is a set of letters that you will always pronounce together, right? You cannot break them down further. So I have given already the breakdown here, right? And notice how they are speaking, about how they're reciting, okay? So let's do that, and a good attempt. Yugal Mati, there are certain things, we had worked with Varshana Mataji also, because when you come from Punjab and have the Punjabi style of speaking, it is very different from Sanskrit. So, you'll add some letters, again, becoming on your background, but then with practice, you will achieve. With practice, you will be fluent at Sanskrit and remove the other flavors that people bring. Like Varshana Mataji used to bring Punjabi flavor, So Tapa Mataji brings Bengali flavor into it. And it's very common for these things to happen because habit from the past. That's how we are doing it. So that's how we'll do it here also. But one of the things to keep in mind about learning a new language is that we have to follow the rules of the new language, right? Not to bring in our previous samskaras from our previous languages. So that's why I will keep on asking you to go back and repeat it again. Don't take it in a bad way. But we are doing it so that you become perfect in Sanskrit. And it is possible. I can tell you that, right? We used to have Surabhi Mataji who used to speak Sanskrit with a British accent, right? But he has come such a long way from there. So you can also do it. But for now, focus on hearing. Like I said, Shri Bhagavana Chauvacha Tat Shrunu. So here, okay? So now after that long discourse, we'll go to Suji Madhuri.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo vidyate sv-alpam asya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Okay, what I'm going to do here today for your purposes, for the purpose of the class, is to remove this hyphen here, okay? And now tell me how you're going to pronounce this.
Sv-alpam.
Sv-alpam
So,
asya dharmasya.
it's one word. So number one, I only asked you to pronounce the first word and not the whole line, okay? Number one. Number two, it is one word, okay? I want you to look at that one word and pronounce it.
Sv-alpam.
There you go. Everybody say sv-alpam.
Svalpam.
Svalpam.
So no more sv-alpam. Okay, sv-alpam. Just sv-alpam. Say sv-alpam one more time.
Svalpam.
Svalpam.
Sv-alpam.
Okay, now if I put the hyphen back again, will you be worried?
No, Mataji.
Okay.
Sv-alpam.
Now how will you pronounce this one?
Sv-alpam.
Sv-alpam.
So one of the things that we do is we read with our eyes and we don't read with our mind. Mind will tell you swa. There's no swa. There is no a over here. So that you should not give me the sound of a after SV. So if there's no sound of a after SV, what do? I have to combine it with the next one, this next piece. So this will go one like a rocket. It will go together. Swalpam. One more time. Swalpam.
Svalpam.
Sv-alpam.
Similarly, there is no a over here before this ti. So you don't have to say nāśo asti. I'm still hearing nāśo asti when you are reading it, right? From some of you. So nehābhikrama, okay. And then nehābhi, and it is not karma, it is krama. So there's a difference between the two. Karma is something very different from krama, right? Krama is step. So nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo. Again, not pratyavāyo, not partha, pratya. There's a y over here. Pratyavāyo na vidyate. Svalpam asya, and then again apyasya. Either you pronounce them together or just go one full short. Apyasya. You can say that also. And then the next one is dharmasya, and it is not dharmasye. There's a difference between dharmasya and dharmasye. If it was dharmasye, I would have put an e, or Prabhupada would have put a e at the end of it, right? It is a over here, and we'll pronounce it as a a. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Right? Nehābhikrama-nāśo. Okay? And I'm going to mute yourself, all of you, and then recite with me. Everybody muted, I hope. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate svalpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate svalpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt. Okay, so let's go continue on. We didn't give a chance to Madhav Sangini Mataji to read. So continue, Madhav Sangini Mataji.
Nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Very nice. Try to say apyasya together.
Apyasya.
Like this.
Apyasya.
Yeah. Okay, good. Starting again from Sulekha Mataji for the last round. We are over time today. Okay.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Very nice. Vaishana Mataji. If you
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
okay, how would you read it differently?
Different.
Are you okay with what you did? Okay, let's do the third line.
Okay. Sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya.
Dharmasya, not ye,
Dharmasya.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
Sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya.
Not apasya, apya.
Apyasya. Sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya.
Yeah. Trāyate mahato bhayāt. Yeah. Just
Trāyate.
focus on, yeah. I've noticed that, I mean, of all the lines in this particular verse, this is the difficult line. We all know that, right? Third line is a difficult one. And so I've noticed that whenever you find something is difficult, and you're focusing on the difficult part, which was to bring these two together and these two together, and then you forget the last part and go back to your old style of reading a, be, se, right? Instead of saying a, ba, sa, people say a, be, se, right? So apyasya, dharmasya,
Sv-alpam
right?
apyasya dharmasya.
Not apyasya, again I heard that.
Apyasya. Sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya.
Correct. Now, yeah, you got it. So keep practicing that. Yeah? Keep practicing that. Get it. I have to say for the whole class that from what I have hearing, that from the beginning till 7 o'clock till or 6:30 till now, amazing improvement, all of you. Amazing. So keep going. With practice, it'll come. So yeah, just going to Garima next, and yeah.
nehābhikrama-nāśo
Neha bhi bha for bhalu.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Correct. You have gotten this right. Don't be nervous of this line. You will do it, right? Get the nervousness out. You will get it right. Okay, Sutapa.
nehābhikrama-nāśo asti pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Good. And then when you're pronouncing this and practicing this is a sa and not a sha. So practice that.
Sha.
Sa for Saheli, right?
Sure.
Sa for Savan, right? And not sha. So apya asya dharmasya is sa and not a sha, right?
Sha. Sha.
Yeah, right.
Sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya.
Yeah. Sya. So in this particular word, in this particular verse today, there is only one sha. Where is the one sha? Can somebody tell me?
Nāśo.
One sha. Correct. Nāśo. Okay. Nāśo. Otherwise, everything is a S in this verse. All right. Let's go to Subodhini Mataji. Slowly, Subodhini Mataji.
nehābhikrama-nāśo asti pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Very nice. Okay. Aruni Mataji.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Yes. Again, keep that in mind that nasosti, there's a ta and not tha. Right? So ta, ti, and thi is a difference there, right? So nāśosti, nehābhikrama-nāśo. Yeah, you got it. Yugal Mataji, slowly, very slowly. Okay. And it's okay for you to stumble. It's the beginning for you.
1 minute, Mataji.
No problem.
Okay. nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Trāyate mahato bhayāt. Good. Phenomenal progress from the last time that you read. Few things here and there again. So there is a difference between karma and krama, right? And kram. This is something which is not used much in Punjabi language. Like we'll say paraji, like that. So it is kra.
Kra.
Yeah, kra. You know, crux.
So nehābhikrama.
Yes, abhikrama. Yes, kram means step. Yeah.
Okay.
Right? And then sv-alpam, one word sv-alpam, apyasya, one word like that. But phenomenal, phenomenal improvement in your pronunciation. So keep trying, you will get it. Okay, let's go to Suruchi Mataji and then Madhav Sangini.
nehābhikrama-nāśo
Nāśosti.
pratyavāyo.
Hold on. It is not nāśo sati. It is not nāśo sati. It is nāśosti. There's a difference between this and this. That's I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't pronounce the A here if it is not there. In Sanskrit language and in Hindi also, we pronounce whatever we see in front of our eyes. Okay. And we don't add or subtract anything. Okay. Nehabhi, go ahead. One more time.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Correct. Okay, just keep a little bit more practice on the first line and you'll get it. Madhav Sangini for the close.
nehābhikrama-nāśo pratyavāyo na vidyate sv-alpam apyasya dharmasya trāyate mahato bhayāt.
Very nice. So pratyavāyo na. Anybody remember?
Diminution.
Pratyavāyo na.
bhayāt.
Oh, diminution. Na is no, never. Pratyavāyo is diminution, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying pratyavāyo na. Finish the line.
Oh,
Vidyate.
mahato bhayāt.
Huh?
Pratyavāyo na vidyate.
Vidyate, correct.
Oh.
500 points. Okay. Sv-alpam apyasya
Dharmasya.
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 trāyate mahato
bhayāt.
bhayāt. nehābhikrama-nāśo.
Asti.
Asti.
Shit.
Correct. Okay, so the word is coming into your psyche now, right? Yeah, it's coming into your memory. Okay, good. So keep trying. It was difficult, but you all did it. And you can go back and listen to the recording of how you were speaking in the beginning and how you're speaking at the end. We are 30 minutes over, but we're about it because it's a very, very important verse because the different, the move is happening from Sankhya Yoga, which is something that you can see with your eyes, right? And understanding and analyzing the material world. Are we doing something similar in chapter 7 these days? Are we analyzing this material world in chapter 7 these days? What are we doing in chapter 7? Friday, students?
Yes, Mataji, we are
No,
talking
no.
about the fire, earth, ether.
Correct, right? So we are doing that. And then here in this verse, he's saying, all right, you can do that. Now, Kṛṣṇa is explaining that to those who are at the first level of God realization, where he's saying that look at me everywhere, in whatever you can see, you look at me everywhere there. Right? Like a taste of the water, light of the sun, light of the moon, bhumi, apo, nalo, vayu, these are my 8 energies and all that stuff, right? He's telling you how to see God, and that's the lowest level, right? He's done similar things. In chapter 2, he's not focused much on bhumi, apo, analo, vayu. He's not focused on that, but he's focusing on the soul. Aparayam itastanve, where he says, apart from this material, there's also the spiritual. So he's talking about the soul there, but after even talking about the soul, that it cannot be wet, it cannot be dried, and all that stuff, he's just saying that, you know what, devotional service is the best still. Because even if you do a little bit advancement there, then the fear of going into another species of life goes away. And whatever devotional service that you do in this life gets carried over to the next life. That is the important thing. If you become a PhD in bhumi, apo, analo, vayu, and you die, next life, you cannot say that I'm a PhD in bhumi, apo, analo, vayu. It might become a little easier for you to understand that because of previous impressions in the mind, but you still have to go and get your PhD. But in devotional service, whatever you did now gets carried over to the next life, and you start from that step. Okay, and that's the most important thing about devotional service, that it never perishes. It's like the soul, it stays with you forever, whatever you have done, like that, right? So it's a very important verse. All of you did phenomenally well today. It was a difficult verse, and I knew that in the beginning, but you all did it. Okay, so happy Kartik to all of you again. Keep reciting this verse. I'll post the verse as well as the recording.
Thank you, Mataji.